For the research and planning stages, we used a few media technologies when doing this part of the project. We used the internet to research our ideas, conventions of the genre we chose, and find out films are similar to our idea. We were mainly on YouTube looking at students' work from the years before and other media texts. We found films like The Unknown and The Number 23. YouTube helped us a lot with researching as it allowed us to access teaser trailers quickly and efficiently. After we found the similar films, we had to look for the right companies that would distribute and produce our film. We mainly looked on IMDb as it had all the information about every film on there. This was very useful as we could see much more easily if they had made thriller films in the past. We also used SurveyMonkey to do our questionnaire. This was a very important stage in our project as it was when we were getting feedback from our audience. SurveyMonkey was simple and easy to use as all we had to do was send web links to different people. This was very productive as we did not waste time printing out lots of questionnaires and gathering lots of results. For the construction stages, we used hardware and software. We used a Nikon D3100 to film our teaser trailer along with the tripod. The camera we used was very efficient as you could also take pictures as well as record videos. This saved us a lot of time when we were filming as we could take pictures of the location and costumes. The tripod also helped us when we were filming as it kept the camera still. Some of the shots we used in our trailer were handheld shots, for example when the antagonist was attacking the protagonist, who was Sarah. We thought that doing these shots would engage the audience to our teaser trailer and make them feel like they are part of the film rather than just watching it. Throughout the beginning of the trailer, we used close-up shots of her eyes frequently. We wanted it to seem as if she was remembering what happened to her. We thought that this was a good shot to use for our teaser trailer as it made it seem quite psychotic as the cuts were really fast. We also used a lot of close-ups within the trailer. We did this because we thought that within thriller films you always feel on edge. When we started to use Final Cut Pro X to start editing our teaser trailer, we used many different effects. One thing we wanted to do in our trailer is we wanted it to be slow-paced in the beginning and get fast as the trailer was coming to an end. We wanted to do this because by the analysis we got from the research, we saw the thriller films in general tend to be slow-paced in the beginning and fast near the end, like The Number 23. We also thought we should have black screens when the fast cuts were happening in the trailer. We wanted to do this because as a group we saw many different film trailers and we all saw that they had in common was the black screens. So we took this and adapted it to our teaser trailer. We also put different kinds of effects on the footage. We used a heat filter when it was the close-up of the tattoo. It made the tattoo flash up closer on the screen. The symbol was a huge part of our storyline as that was the early way we could identify that it was the same guy that's after her. We put the symbols together on Photoshop as it was easier to do on there. We then copied it to Final Cut Pro. We thought that we should have the tattoo flash in between the last two titles of the trailer to make it have that thriller effect. In the beginning, we were going to have the whole hospital scene, as it was where the audience was going to get important information about the character. However, we cut it down due to it looking like an opening for a film more than a teaser trailer. We cut the scene in different parts, including the sound, and put a sound bridge on top of the Newmarket's film ident. This meant that you can only see a glimpse of the hospital scene. Although we were not using the footage, we decided to keep as we could use them as voiceovers throughout the teaser trailer. Another effect we used was the bad TV effect. It was the scene where the antagonist turned off the camera. We wanted it to look like the villain was looking over the footage near the end of the teaser trailer. With the evaluation, our idea was to have voiceovers throughout the evaluation. We decided as a group that we were going to film the diary and have words and pictures being drawn. However, we saw that on Final Cut Pro, there were some effects that had a book effect on them. We thought that it would be easier to use this as then we would not have trouble with the pace of writing or drawing. The effects we put on top of the diary was age paper, crosshatch, and numeric. We also put transitions like page curl, so it looked like we were turning the page. Also with the images in the diary, we changed the composition to multiply, so it blended in with the diary.